残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ。
Why did I say it? Oh well. Got me into watching it. Hello everybody, Garaton here. Welcome to Garaton's Reviews. Today is a rant slash vlog thing on Evangelion and understanding it. My quest for instrumentality. I'll get to why I know the meaning of that word. But I went into Evangelion after having a challenge, basically. I was speaking with my friend, and he said I would not understand the last episodes of Evangelion. And I went in saying, challenge accepted. Did I succeed? Understanding the last episodes? Yeah. Understanding the end of Eva? Not completely. Okay, so whatever I say will stay. Unless there's some interruption like I had with my last recording. So, with End of Eva. The last episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'll get to that. I'll do that first. That showed instrumentality in my understanding of it. In my understanding of the word, it is a human being gaining complete truth by reaching the height of gods. By becoming a tool of gods. And was it that? Yes. The last episodes of Evangelion was simply Shinji gaining truth, but only of himself, not the truth of the entire universe. It was him. Actually, the one problem I have with it was the whole congratulations bit at the end. That was... You could scrunch that up on a piece of paper. You could write that on a piece of paper, scrunch it up, throw it into a trash compactor. That... I do not believe that happened. The whole congratulations thing. That did not happen to my understanding. What did happen was everything else in it. The whole talk about, crap and the fan service and the... Heck, even the made-up universe of Shinji in normal high school day with Oscar and actually Nayanami being, like, loud. Actually talkative. And the whole thing of that. That, I believe, happened in his mind. It was not real, but this was all happening in his mind as a tool, as part of his instrumentality. That was actually instrumentality. That I will 100% agree with. Now, what happened in the end of Eva? I'm still trying to work out. The end of Eva got one. It got what everybody wanted for an ending in the first half. The whole thing about Oscar fighting the other Avas and Seiyue and all the things. Although I thought that killing every single person in Nerve was a bit of an overkill. If literally an overkill. That was just... why? But it was definitely the ending we were kinda looking for. It was an action-packed ending that got Ava's versing the military. The military! Not giant creatures almost 3 times the size of the actual Avas themselves, but something that is completely smaller, but in multitude. That was good. But then we start to get into the understanding bit of the second half, and okay, I'm gonna go through my few problems with it. First of all, why was Sailor attacking Nerve in the first place? To activate it was beyond me. To initiate instrumentality, why? You guys just went through the entire series trying to stop this. Sailor and Nerve trying to stop this. And then suddenly you pull it off yourselves? I don't know. It also ruins my own notion about the angels trying to reset the world into human life, which I will get into later as well. I just thought of that. But I went to research on instrumentality and the whole thing, and turns out that's where I got my meaning from. Yeah, no amount of research can break that. I really didn't get it at all. The whole point about Sailor attacking Nerve to do what they just tried to stop the entire original series on was beyond me. But then the whole instrumentality there in that point happened. And I believe that the last episodes of Neon Genesis Evangelion happened during the End of Eva, as we saw several scenes from the episodes in there that gave me complete proof on it. Or at least to my understanding. This is all my understanding, not anyone else's. I'm not taking in anyone's okay. My understanding is a collection of both my research and other people's thoughts on the series, as well as my own thoughts. So, End of Eva and the last episodes of Evangelion did happen. Except for the whole congratulations bit, I'm throwing that out. And I didn't really get a lot of End of Eva until they had that 5-second split, in like a split second of that second impact. And that kind of clicked in my head for some reason. And it said that each impact is simply another form of the instrumentality. It was the chaos, the whole point about the whole instrumentality project was each and every impact, except maybe the first, because we hear nothing of that. Though it might be the original event of Anime. I'm not going to get into Christian crap. But that was, each impact is the form of instrumentality. Whether it's instrumentality for one person or many is beyond me. But I know that the second impact was an instrumentality, but a failed one. The third impact, which was the End of Eva, that was for a single person, Shinji. Instrumentality for one person. Now, here's where it gets a little confusing. I've watched Eva kind of completely backwards, almost. Well, I started off with Ava Bridge by Giga, and then I went to the first rebuild movie, Evangelion 1.1, and then I went to, when did that? And then I went to the second movie, and now I haven't seen the third one yet, because that's when I went into the original series, and then I watched the End of Eva. Then I watched Death and Rebirth, and I'm glad I did that, because that point about the hands, I wouldn't have noticed that if I watched it the other way around, of Death and Rebirth before the end of, despite it just being a complete repeat of the original series, summary episode movie thing, and that was good. So I did watch it backwards, but I feel like I've gotten a bit more understanding because of it. Now, 3.0 I haven't seen yet, but out of the only information I've gotten out of 3.0 is that the end of 2.0 was the third impact for that point of the universe. Now, there was a theory going around that the third impact in the End of Eva is considered the second impact in the rebuild films, and that but it was a reset. So this could be the fourth impact, and then the next one after that would be the fifth, and then this would be all confusing, or there is no fourth. I don't know, because I haven't seen it yet, and I won't be seeing it till next weekend when it gets aired in Cinema Nova here in Melbourne. Because of Real Anime 2013, it's already aired several times. I think it's its third screening today, as I'm recording this. Shut up. That was my watch. So, yeah, this is a little confusing. But effectively, the rebuild movie is a continuation of the original series, but with memory wipe. Because of the second impact thing, and they're just kind of doing the same thing over again, only slightly different. So, Instrumentality is apparently, to my understanding, has already happened 3 times now. This is at the end of 2.0. 3 times. That's the second impact, the original second impact, which failed. Then there was the third impact, which was of the End of Eva, being Shinji's instrumentality, not the world's yet. And then we got the rebuild one, which is again Shinji instrumentality, but his realization that he kind of doesn't want it, or no, because he never really wanted it, but it was a more powerful version. So, but that would mean, okay, so Shinji has failed instrumentality twice now, otherwise there wouldn't be a third film. Twice. Ooh. I'm confusing myself here. Let me see if I can get this clear. Okay. So, Shinji's first instrumentality, the third impact, the End of Eva, was successful, but it just reset. The end of 2.0, the rebuild film, was more successful or a failure. It's one or the other, in which he realizes that he needs other people, or Ray, or something. I don't know. It's confusing. But, I'll find out with 3.0. I'll find out with 3.0. So I won't be able to have a clear answer until I've probably seen 4.0. So, all confusing now. But, yeah. So that's that. Everything is clear on that. What's next on my list? I did not get the whole thing about turning into LCL goop orange juice crap thing that happened at the End of Eva. I did not get that one bit. Not at all. So nobody could please explain in any way possible that how that worked. Please comment below, because I need that answer, or I'm gonna be stuck here confused for all my life. I do have somewhat of an answer. Instrumentality also has a second point. The instrumentality of the whole human world is simply human beings evolving into a single mind. The whole primordial soup crap thing. Is them all turning into a single mind. However, I think that Shinji's one is going in the complete opposite. So, I don't know. Okay, I've just realized this like just a few minutes ago. I do not get Eva. I get the last episodes of Evangelion, and so far I get the rebuild films, but the End of Eva I do not get. So I'm going to have to be working on that. I will not get all of Ava until 4.0 comes out. I get some clear answers and I can work this out properly. But until then, no idea. In fact, I'm not even sure if the writer knows exactly what he's going for. He has somewhat of an answer. He's probably got a clearer answer than all of us, but I'm pretty sure he has no definitive answer. So, let's leave it at that. What else was I gonna say? No, I think that's it. So, part of the vlog section, I'm going to be updating a few things. First of all, my next review, Death Note is I still have to record that, so that might be a bit late. Especially knowing that it's not going to come before the release of Pokemon, Pokemon X and Y. Because one, I don't. That's the Saturday it comes out. It's probably not going to come out until a few days after, because I have my brother's birthday on the same day as Pokemon X and Y come out. So I'll be pretty busy then. And then I'm going to be seeing 3.0 the day after. So that's confusing. And then, so I've got a pretty busy weekend coming up there. I will not release before the 10th. And the 10th is in the middle of my first school week of term 4. So not going to be doing that. So it probably won't come up until a few days later. So I'm going to have to work out something. But I will record today, so you will see it. You will see a review on Death Note. And after that, I'm planning... Actually, I haven't got anything planned. But I've been watching quite a few anime lately, so I've got quite a few animes fresh in my mind, which I could use. Probably going to be doing Evangelion. Probably do that because I've only just seen it. I've only just been through all of it. And maybe The World Only God Knows, and Devil Survivor 2, the animation. That was... Okay, if you're here watching because you heard me trying to understand Evangelion, you'll probably enjoy Devil Survivor. That is... Seriously, as I was watching it, I was getting a total feeling of Evangelion, and it's actually helped my understanding, actually, so... To an extent. But, yeah, that's all I got to say. I probably haven't said everything, but it's all I can think of at the moment, and I have no script for this, so... Thank you for watching, Giraton out, goodbye.